Okay, the next draw commands we're going to learn about are the hatch and gradient commands. Okay, they can be found in the Home tab draw menu right underneath where ellipse was, directly to the right of the arc command. There's that drop down box. If you click that, you can see hatch and gradient. Also boundary, but we're going to be concerned with hatch and gradient. Hatch can be used to place a pattern within bounded areas, and gradient can be used to create a gradient fill or color type shading inside of bounded areas. So we'll play with the hatch command first. So we'll choose hatch, and the hatch editor opens up at the top of the screen, and it allows you to put different patterns inside of areas. Now, right now I'm on stars, and I have the cyan color. You can hit the down arrow here. You can see that you can choose any different color that you want. You can change the angle. You can scale it up so that it's more dense or more sparse depending on your liking. You can see here there's all kinds of different patterns that you can choose from. I'm just going to choose the stars pattern, and I'm going to put stars inside of the triangle, so in the cyan color. So if I left click inside there, you can see that that places a pattern of cyan colored stars at a scale of 5. If I wanted that to be 2.5, there'll be more stars. If I wanted it to be 7, there'll be less stars. You can choose that to whatever your desired liking for the pattern is. I'm just going to leave it at 5 because I think that looks fairly decent, and I'll close out of that. We can put another pattern inside of this rectangle by choosing hatch again. The hatch pattern comes up one more time. And let's just say this time I'm going to make that look like some gravel inside of there. So I'll choose gravel. And I want that to be kind of a gray color because I think gray, I think gravel. And I want that to be relatively dense. So I'm going to go to 2 and make that look pretty dense. So I want to show a bunch of stones in there. Then I have gray color, scale to 2, gravel pattern, close out. I can also use the hatch command to hatch in a solid color into a bounded area. So if I choose that again, I'll go back here until I find the solid, which is at the very beginning, solid. And I can choose whatever color that I want to be. I'm just going to color that in solid red inside of there and choose that. And now that it's hatched that in solid red color, close out. Hatch command is just used to place patterns inside of bounded areas. You need to have a confined, closed-in boundary, or the hatch command will not work. And these 3 things here, we're going to shade those in using the gradient command. So if we go to the pull-down menu and go to gradient, the gradient editor comes up. You can see that there are several different shading options that you can choose from there. I'm going to choose the 2-color gradient, and we're going to go kind of this spherical inside this circle right here. So if I choose this pattern, and you see how that looks, but I'm going to make this be kind of school color. So if I go here and then choose this blue, and my color 2 be like a gold type color, blue and gold, and I click there, and I get some school colors inside of that for Cape Fear High, go Coles. So I can go to the editor again. This time I'll choose a different pattern, maybe kind of a sunrise type thing here. And this time maybe I'll pick like an orange and maybe a red type thing, make it look like a sunrise, morning sky type of thing. Now I can change the angle of this a little bit and make it look a little different, if I wanted it to be. So you can play with that. You can change the tint however you want it to be. But I'm happy with how that looks, so I'll close out of that. And we'll pick one more gradient shading for the triangle, and we'll get a little festive since we're just a few months away from the Christmas season. We'll pick some Christmassy colors. So I'll just go over here and then choose this particular pattern. You can see how that kind of looks there. Or we don't like that pattern, we can go back to here and maybe we'll kind of go fade in, fade out type of thing. And let's pick some Christmas colors. So let's pick some red, and color 2, we'll pick some green, and we'll choose that. Okay, again, if I wanted to angle here back to 0, we got red, green, red, some Christmas colors, close the hatch pad, close the gradient editor, and there you have it. Hatch gradient. Thank you for watching.